guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. If you are a new somebody on my channel, please do subscribe. Please also do like this video and also get to be part of this family. So as you guys can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a story time. So yeah, let's get into it. So I asked a few people on WhatsApp if I should make a story time as my first official video or if I should make a makeup tutorial, and most people voted for a story time, so I'm here giving you guys a story time. So for today's story time, I am not alone. I brought this gorgeous friend of mine. As you guys know that we are on now level 2 of the lockdown, so yeah, I managed to get this friend of mine. Anyways, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. So this was last year. I was dating this guy from Durban, right? So me and my guy, we started dating at the beginning of the year, very early at the beginning of the year, and we had a talking stage that probably lasted for like a year and 5 months, like before we got into the relationship. I remember like we used to meet up for a few times, you know, like in town, because he stayed somewhere. Where did he stay? I don't know, but he stayed somewhere close to town, and I stayed in Umlazi, so I'll take a taxi to town to go see him, find and meet up, and that's everything. I remember this other time we had a beach date, so we're going to the beach, you know, all lovey-dovey and everything. You know, this like the only first few times we'd see each other. And when we got into a taxi from town to the beach, we had to pay like taxi fee, right? So when it was time to pay, his own taxi fee, and he didn't take out a portion for me. So I was just like, okay, I see in this relationship we're paying for everything. I paid, you know, it's good, whatever. I can pay my own taxi fee. We stayed there the whole day. I was even getting dehydrated. It was very sunny, you know, all those things. And he asked me if I'm hungry, and we were like, okay, we're gonna go get something to eat. So we go to the place where you're supposed to get something to eat. He asked me what I want. He ordered for himself as well. And then when it was time to pay, he was like, babe, chill it, baby, so you can pay. So I paid. You know, in my head it was just like, I mean, it's the beginning of the year. No one has money yet, especially if you're a student, you don't have money. So now he was also a student. So it's just like, I mean, not mal, but at least at this point, I can afford to pay for the both of us. So it's okay, it's cool. I mean, maybe some other time, he'll also cover me up, you know. Cool. We see each other, whatever. And eventually I go back to Bloemfontein. So when I got to Bloem, he started complaining. Because in the house I stayed in, I stayed with my 4 other friends. And obviously would spend like more time with each other as girls, would even go out and do all those things. And I also drink, so he'd also complain about my drinking. Because like, I don't like the fact that you drink. And it's not even a thing of maybe someday I got drunk, I texted him or I messaged him or I did something extreme. No, he just didn't like me drinking. Like, okay, this person, we had a talking stage for over a year, and he knew the kind of person I was and the type of things I get up to for fun. So if he didn't like all those things and he had the opportunity to just let me go and find someone else, so instead he stayed. So he can't be expecting me to change, and I'm not expecting him to be talking about such things, you know, because you know the type of person that I am. So either ways, I let the whole thing slide. Easter holidays, I go back home, I see him, we all lovey-dovey, you know, it's sweet. I mean, long-distance relationships, it's always nice when you see a person like after months of not seeing them. So we saw each other, spend time. So the day I'm going back to Bloem, at Durban station, I'm so hungry. I tell him like, babe, I'm so hungry, I haven't eaten, and whatever. So if you're on a bus, if you're traveling with a bus, maybe from Durban to Joburg, or from Durban to Cape Town, or from Durban to Bloemfontein, there's a halfway stop which is called Montrose. So Montrose is usually 4.5 hours away from Durban. So that's the only point you get the chance to actually buy something you can eat. But as you guys can see from what I've told you, it was far. So I told him, I'm like, yo, I don't even think I can survive up to Montrose. He was like, okay, babe, let me order food for you. And you know, as someone who had been in a relationship for a long time with someone who had not offered to do something for me, I was so excited. I was just like, my baby is getting me food, you know? So he does everything, and then at the end he's like, what are you gonna pay with? Are you gonna pay with cash or your card? I was so shocked. I was like, wasn't this person ordering food for me? Like, wasn't he offering to pay and do everything, like all the honors, you know? But clearly he wasn't. I was just like, yeah, let's drop it, fine. I'll eat at Montrose. Okay, fine. I go back to Bloom. And you know, now we start fighting. Like, we start fighting on a regular basis about me going out with my friends, about the type of person that I am, like me putting on weaves, me drawing my brows, me doing my makeup. Like, he hated all those things. In a way, I feel like he just hated me. Like, he just hated me, didn't like me. But at that point, I couldn't clearly see that. So I was just so confused and I didn't know what to do. But at the same time, I love this guy, so I don't know. Should I wasn't at that point where I'm like, I'm gonna leave you for this. I was sticking it out. I was just like, it's okay, it's who he is. I mean, guys, you know, I tend to I tend to find makeup, I tend to, you know, it's so natural of them. Like, the clowning was like, yo, you know what, yeah, understand, because into the I mean, I tend to listen to, it's fine, it's okay, it's who he is. I can stick it out. So okay, cool, sharp. I write my mid-year exams, and in between that period, he's like, babe, I want you, when you come back, I want us to spend quality time together, and also for us to sort out our issues, like iron out our issues and talk about the things that are making this relationship the way that it is, so we can just sort them out. So he's like, can you please book a place? So guess what? Who was gonna book a place? Me, because I mean, I was the BLESSEE. I was paying for everything. I had control of the whole situation. I mean, I had been paying for everything. So at this point, I was used to it. So I was just like, you know what? It's fine. I can still pay for this booking as well. So I booked a place for us, and I sent him the details and everything. Fine. I went back to Durban. We met. We went to the place. So when you get there, he starts complaining. He's complaining about the place. He's like, this place is not 5-star. It's not what he expected. He doesn't like it and all those things. I was so hurt, guys, because I'm just like, you know, this place is what I could afford with my own money. Maybe if you were helping me out to pay for this place, maybe we would have got something 5-star that you want. But, excuse me, but you were not paying for this. I was the one that's paying for this. And now you're taking all of my efforts and you're just putting them down there. You know, I was so hurt. But at the same time, I feel like I was so immune to all the negative comments that he had. So I was just like used to it. So I was like, no, you know what? It's fine. I can take this one as well. It's fine. I won't say anything. So that night, it was all good. We talked about our issues and how we're going to solve them and everything. He told me what I didn't like, what I didn't like, you know, and we brought solutions for all those things. So now we're chilling, cuddling, watching movies on his laptop. And he was on his phone. So I'm going to need a drink for this one. Just a sip. On his phone, like, he had that pop-up thing, you know, with most phones, like, people have their notifications popping up. So if it's a message from WhatsApp, the person's name is gonna pop up, and also the message, like a portion of the message. So this other message popped on his screen, and the contact was saved as Mrs. Me with the heart, and I couldn't see clearly the text, but I did see how the contact is saved. You know, I was so shocked. At the same time, I was just like, this guy cannot be doing this to me. He cannot be cheating on me. There's no way. Not after I've been paying for everything in this relationship. Not after I had been like ignoring all the negative things he has to say about me. There's no way. He can't do that to me. He can't do me dirty like that. There's no way, you know. So I don't ask him about it because honestly, whenever I'm in a relationship, I struggle so much with confronting people, especially about the things they do to me that I don't like, or things that I didn't like. I struggle to confront people. It takes time. So at that point, I couldn't confront him. I was just like, let me let it slide. And I was like, okay, let me be grumpy for the whole night. That's the best I can do. So fine, I was grumpy for the whole night. We eventually all headed back home. So when I told my best friend about it, she was like, no. Angeke. Mubuzi, ngani, mbuzi. Ask him who Mrs. Me is. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll ask him. And she was like, you have to ask him. I was like, okay, cool. So I eventually did. I asked him. I was like, who's Mrs. Me? He was like, no, the thing is, okay, before I explain the Mrs. Me situation, I love Nasty C there. I'm a huge fan of Nasty C. Everything is music, whatever he releases, I'm there. So this guy knew that I love Nasty C. I know all his songs. So one of the songs that Nasty C has from his album Strings and Bling is called Mrs. Me. So it's like I have this cousin of mine who likes Nasty C, and me and her, we're very close, we talk all the time. So that's the reason I saved it as Mrs. Me, hence the Mrs. Me Nasty C song. So I was like, oh, okay, baby, you know, I get it, you know. I know it's clownery, but yeah, I was like, okay, babe, I get it. Excuse me. So yeah, I let it slide because, I mean, I was quite frankly, I was understanding his whole explanation. So eventually I go back to Bloom. So when I went back, I had this other protective hairstyle that I had so that I could be able to put on a weave, you know. Look, it's no peak pants. In most cases, I put on a weave. So this guy kept on insisting. He was like, Aibo, whatever you have in your head is too old. Just don't do it. I was like, no, the thing is, I can't do anything about it because I'm broke, you know. So I can't do anything. And then he was like, okay. The second time I went on a video call with him, he mentions my hairstyle again. He's like, it's too old, you have to undo it. I'm like, but we did have this discussion with this guy, and I told him I'm broke. And now he's bringing it up again, and I'm getting annoyed. Like, my patience is clearly running out. And this other third time, we are on a video call. I paid the photo put to a band. When are you gonna undo your hair? Because now it's too old. What are people saying since you're my girlfriend and whatever? How are they gonna look at you? Because when they look at you, they're gonna see me and you have this old hairstyle that you're not willing to change. You know, at this point, I was really annoyed. And in jail, I'm like, first of all, 1, I'm a student. 2, I don't get money all the time. Everything I do is based on a budget. So, I'm still telling you now. I don't have money to do my hair. And if it bothers you that much, then you give me money to go do my hair. But then if you can't do anything about it, do the same thing that I'm doing. Shut up and don't say anything about it. You know? Because like I'm honestly quite fed up with you saying that my hairstyle is old and I should change it. Because I clearly told you I do not have money to do something about it. And it's not like I go out looking like that. If you care that much about your image, I put on a weave. It's not like people see me like that. So, okay, cool, sharp, you know. And after that, I feel like it was very awkward because things got tense. I was mad. Like at that point, I wasn't even trying to be nice. I was just telling it like it is. So I feel like after that, yeah, he got upset and I was also mizing him. I was like, I'm not having it. I'm not going to apologize for what I said because it's clearly the way I feel and I've been sticking things out through this relationship. So okay, cool, we mice each other. So like before the whole micing each other stage, a girl had followed me 2 months back, but because my account is very small on Instagram. Okay, do we say it's a small account? Yeah, if you don't have too many followers, it's a small account. So I don't have too many followers. I probably like have 1,000, you know. So this girl had followed me. So obviously because I don't have a big account, I always check who follows me, who are they, do I know them, do I follow back, or all those things. So yeah, so this girl that had followed me months back was posting her stories, you know, but I would obviously probably watch everything because I didn't have too many followers and I didn't have too many people that I'm following. So this other day, this guy posts he's at the gym. I'm like, okay, this is a different gym than the one he's normally at, but I'm not paying attention to it. And then this girl also posted a video at the gym. So they were together at the gym exercising together. And like, you know, there's this thing. You know when someone is cheating on you, before you see actual evidence, uyabona man before it happens ukuthi hayi yabo la kushaya amanzi khona ungahambi kahle. Something is beating the water. There is something there. You know, you can see. But obviously I was in denial because I was like, there's no way this guy can be cheating on me. Not after I've spent all my allowance making sure that we book a place, making sure that whenever me and him we go out together, I pay for everything. You know, I was telling myself that. So either ways, this girl had a Q&A session on Instagram where people were asking her questions and she would basically answer. So on this other question, someone asked her, who is she in a relationship with? Guess what? My girl responded with the guy's picture and she tagged him like underneath. Like the response was add and the guy's name. So for the case of the video, I'll say add guy X. That's his name. So it was add guy X. You know, I looked at the response, I was like, Haibo. It's Haibo. I blinked twice. I log out of Instagram. I go back to the same story. I'm like, Haibo. I show my friend. Remember, I said I was staying with my friends. So my other friend was also my roommate. Get Haibo. Mgani. Pugala. Mbonise naye mhlola. And then she was like, what? I was like, yeah. After that, seeing that story, I was like, I'm done with this guy. There's no way I was gonna tolerate cheating from him and also tolerate him not willing to contribute anything in this relationship financially and me always having to pay for everything. Clearly, I'm the clown in this relationship. I'm the one who wants it to work and he clearly doesn't want that, you know? So yeah, I ended things with him. So that's how I became a BLESSEE in the relationship and how I found out that I was getting cheated on. So yeah, I ended things eventually. And you know what? I had to move on. But you know what the funny thing is, or the fucked up thing is about this relationship? Remember how he was always complaining about the things that I do and the type of person that I am in terms of me liking materialistic things? He also went for someone who also loves materialistic things. And that's when I realized, I was like, you know what? This guy never liked me, or he never loved me, because at the same time, he still went ahead and chose someone who's the same thing as me. So clearly the problem was not what I was into. I was just the problem. He just didn't like me. So yeah, that's it for today's story time. I hope that you guys did enjoy the video. Please do like, please do comment, and also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and also please share the video with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time with my next video, which is going to be a makeup tutorial. So for that makeup tutorial, I'm also taking suggestions. You guys can tell me what you want me to recreate. I don't know, you guys can challenge me in whatever way you want, or maybe if you like the look that I did for today's video, then you guys can actually tell me you like this look and I'll recreate it for my next video. It's all up to you guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time with my next video, which is going to be makeup tutorial.